Now, tracking a pretty steep Wall Street sell-off yesterday, the Asian stocks this morning have tumbled and are trading in deep red. Investors are very nervous about the rising global inflation, China's zero-COVID policy and also the Ukraine war. However, the safe haven dollar has held pretty strong its overnight gains. Now, Hong Kong stocks dropped by almost about 3% in the early morning trade, and blue chips in mainland China fell by almost about 1%. And Indian markets suffered some pretty heavy losses this morning, with the Sensex falling by well over 1,000 points, and the Nifty was also trading at a loss of nearly about 2%, while Japan's Nikkei skidded by about 2.5% into the red. Tech giants listed in Hong Kong were hit pretty hard, with the Hong Kong index plummeting by almost about 5% on Thursday morning. Now, China's technology sector is still reeling from a year-long government crackdown and slowing economic prospects stemming from Beijing's strict zero-COVID policy. Overnight on Wall Street, earnings report from retail giants added to concerns that high inflation would actually slow global growth. The US dollar, which had rallied on falling risk appetite, paused its gains on Thursday with its greenback easing by about 0.05%. Against a basket of major currencies, the Japanese yen, on the other hand, fell by about 0.3% against the dollar. Data has shown that British inflation has surged to its highest annual rate since 1982. That's in the last 40 years, as energy bills have soared, while the Canadian inflation has risen by about 6.8% last month, largely driven by food prices. Meanwhile, oil prices were also on the up on Thursday, recovering from early losses as lingering fears over tight global supplies have outweighed fears over slower economic growth. The Brent crude rose by almost about 1% to trade at $110 per barrel, while the US crude was up by almost about 0.6% to be trading at $110.2 per barrel. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.